What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today we're going to go on a tour of a front kitchen rear king setup, but this is going to be a travel trailer that also has washer and dryer hookups back in the bedroom, which is pretty darn nice. This is the 2025 Puma 31FKRK, and again, that stands for front kitchen rear king. So pretty nice little setup they got going on. No slides over on the campside, so I know a lot of you guys are going to be happy with that. And there are going to be two slides over here on the non-camp side to really open up that room for you and give you a little bit more space on those rainy days. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with me or my channel, kind of how we get down here, all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes will be down in the description, along with a link for the pricing. If you guys find some value in this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, or at the very least, drop a comment and say what's up. It definitely helps. Another thing that I enjoy is the dual entry with an outdoor kitchen. That's not extremely common on your couples coaches. But you see, you got a big old awning right here. There'll be an LED light, which I'll turn on once we get on inside. But a lot of good space for your kind of outdoor entertainment, your picnic tables, your fires, all that kind of good stuff. But again, it's the 2025 Puma 31FKRK. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. And right off the bat, Puma is going to be more of your entry price level camper. And what I think is kind of crazy is, even though their prices are extremely aggressive, they do have a really nice kind of wow factor when you walk in. They are light and bright with a little bit of dark mixed in. You got the honey brown decor. I think it looks really sharp. The floor is kind of that neutral color. And what I like about the flooring is if you come in here and kind of get things a little bit dirty or anything like that, it hides that extremely well, which I think is pretty nice. I always look at an RV through, having a bunch of kids' eyes. So I think my kids would come in and destroy the place. Well, here it wouldn't really look all that bad, which I find some value in. I would consider this a super slide for a travel trailer. So you're going to get things like extra wide theater seating, and you got your cup holders. You can see nice and squishy. The butt's a little firmer. The back's a little squishier. So, who doesn't like that? Right here, you got a place for maybe like a book or two and a remote. And then, of course, you got your cup holders, for your brewskis. They're also on the quick recline, so they drop down really nice and flat for you with a little bit of kind of heads-up space for you, so you can really take a nice little snoozer. 31-inch fireplace that has enough oomph behind it to heat the entirety of this front area, so it'll save you a little bit of money on propane on those chillier days, so I like to see that. And then you have a place for everything that you need, for a TV. It looks like you can fit probably about a 40, 45-incher or so, and then you have the pre-wired for the Wi-Fi, the King Connect, aux, and the cable and satellite, sorry, along with the outlets. This is also going to be on a swivel too for that bracket. You have your built-in soundbar. It's also going to have USB, HDMI, AM, FM, all that good stuff. But you also have zone 1 and 2. So that's going to be inside and outside, so you can rock on both sides. Right here, you're going to have your slide control. So bada bing, bada boom, your awning. That's where you turn on the porch light and the awning light. And then, of course, your water heater, and then all your tank fills, and the control for your tankless on-demand hot water heater will be right there as well. So again, kind of longer, better, hotter showers, if you know what I'm saying. All the windows over here, including this back one with a pull-out sofa, by the way. We'll get to that here in a second. But they all open up for a nice breeze, with the exception of that one right there and the one up the front. So really nice, kind of able to get some air for you. Right now, it's set up in the sleeper mode. So, you put the cushions right up in the middle. Now you got a good place to sleep. Or, of course, you can raise it up to make a good old dinette. Now, right here, you got plenty of storage. Flip it around, and you got yourself a nice little front kitchen section. You guys know, if you guys have watched my channel, I like front kitchens. I like rear kitchens. I just think they're pretty darn snazzy. But this one, in particular, comes with a couple extras. Like, you have this pantry right here. I like that for obvious reasons. You can put a ton of stuff, maybe even some storage during the off season, so pretty versatile there. You're going to have a 12-volt refrigerator with enough room for, if it's just a couple, maybe a week's worth of groceries, or at very worst, a long weekend. You also have the freezer section too. That's got a big kind of section right there, and then maybe like a little guy, if you want to put those like little baby cups of ice cream or something, might be pretty special. But that'll run off of the solar, your truck, obviously your shore power, all that good stuff. A little bit more storage there up underneath. And then I just like the fact you get a ton of countertop space, and I think it looks good, especially with that LED light. I mean, imagine coming out for a little midnight snack-a-rooney. You got the LED lights just shining like justice. You're having a good time. The hard wrap plastic for the countertop, so nothing to seep any water in, which, babe, if you're watching, I love you. And then you also have the stainless steel undermounted bowl with the drying rack and the cutting board and the high-rise faucet. Whoosh, 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 hitting those dishes from all angles. You got outlets pretty much all over. I mean, bada bing, bada boom, you're good to go. Let's see what this light does. Yeah, it looks even nicer now that you turned on that light. But I like that front cap window. I think it looks pretty darn snazzy. I mean, imagine you're down at the campground. Hopefully you got yourself a good view going on. If not, block it out. You know, keep the peeping toms the heck out of the camper. You're ready to rock. Real hardwood for all the cabinetry. So whether it is here, you know, or down below, it's all going to be a real wood, which is nice. A lot of those brands are kind of using that, that press board with like basically like a sticker on the end. You know, nobody likes to see that. Underneath the sink, you got good storage as well with access to your plumbing. So let me get a picture of that. A lot of people want to see what you got going on there. And then right here, you're going to have your 3 top burner to whip up all the fixings and an oven big enough to cook up, you know, a little pizza pie. And then you got the Greystone microwave there too as well. You're going to get a couple AC units in this, so dual 15K AC. So one here and one back in the bedroom, so that you can keep everything, you know, really nice and chilly. And I mean, just a really nice little floor plan going on. I like the fact the fireplace is located right here for a good eye shot. But if you are bringing some guests, even though this is more traditionally a couple's coach, you have the ability to sleep the grandkids right here. This is going to make about a full-size bed pull-out, and it has a window there for a little bit of, you know, extra little breeze. Obviously, you got your door. Already showed you the control panels. And then as we head down this hallway, you're going to see that you have a floor-to-ceiling window. You're also going to get the old Dracula shade. Again, you know, stop the old skin from sizzling. Right here is going to be where you control your heat and AC. And then what you also are going to get is a fairly decent, you know, bathroom. It's not the greatest, but it's not the corner radius shower. As a bigger guy, being 6 foot, you know, 300 pounds, I can get in here and still take a normal shower. You're looking at about 6'5" up into here. Probably about 6'1" right here with the Tri-Glide glass series as well, which is pretty darn nice. And then you got a lot of good space, you know, right there with your hanging closets or coat space. And then as you flip it around, you know, you got your plumbed-in sink, you got the mirror to flex it all off, baby. And then you got a place, you know, for all of your stuff. You also have a little mini fan right there to help circulate any of the steam or stink that you got cooking. Heading back into the bedroom, I really like the bedroom because, again, you have the ability to have a washer and dryer hookup right through that closet. But you also have your own entrance, too, which is really nice. But this is going to be a king bed. So this is going to be great for people that are a little bit of the rounder variation, that like just a little bit, you know, more space. You pop this thing open. You got plenty of storage right here. You look behind you, you got the emergency exit, so pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry with some overhead storage, some cubby spaces, and then you got outlets pretty much at 3 points right here, which is really nice. But you flip it around, you got some more closet space, AC up on the ceiling, but you also get a place for a TV. So your TV backer is located right here with your outlets and your cable hookups, along with, you know, a mini little dresser here. So you're going to get 3 pull-out drawers for all, you know, your boxers, your socks, your t-shirts, you know, whatever it is there. Heading up into the closet, what you got is, you know, washer and dryer hookups right there. Dryer vent location, the center lines already kind of point out for you. So if you do install that, you just, you know, install it right there and then have your vent. And then, of course, you have a place for, you know, hanging clothes or something like that if you don't want it, or like detergents if you are using it. But Puma's doing a lot of those washer and dryers across the brand, which I think is pretty darn neat. You're also going to have, you know, bada bing, bada boom, plenty of places for all of your hanging clothes too, which is going to be, you know, really nice. Flip it around, kind of back up into the front to show you this. But I mean, what do you guys think? Drop a comment if you guys have made it this far. If you don't mind, that would help me out. But again, if you forgot or have not seen it, maybe you're a little bit more interested now, all the price links will be down in the description, along with a link for along with all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes. But again, it's the 2025 Puma 31FKRK. So that's that front kitchen rear king. Now heading up into the front, you have your power tongue jack, propane bottles, and again, that the glass front. Now that's going to be like a plexiglass. So for the most part, you don't have to worry about any, sort of like rocks or anything like that. That is a pretty darn sturdy kind of setup. You also have your rock guard right here, the back end of your hot water heater, along with solar on the side capability. So you can put up an extra 20 amps. You also have your fresh water connection, and then you do have power stabilizing jacks there too as well, along with your outdoor kitchen. So I love this. I'm a big Blackstone kind of griddle guy. You have its little brother, the Greystone. So I mean, you're talking about your burgers. Makes a mighty fine steak on there too. It gets a really nice little char, so I'm appreciative. And then you have a refrigerator that is large enough for probably about a 24 rack of your apple juices there. Spray port over to the left. You have two sets of the stairs that flip up into the doorway, and both doors are going to be on a friction hinge for you, so they shouldn't slam shut unless you got some real big winds. Again, no slides over here on this side, so I'm talking your picnic tables, your fireplaces, all that kind of good stuff. If you need a little bit of shade, you got an awning that is fairly large. Looks like it's probably over 20 feet. And then you have your marine grade exterior speakers here on the end. You're going to have dual axles, and then you have yourself outlet, cable hookups, and then a bracket right there for your, for an exterior TV. LP Quick Connect, so you can hook up. It attaches right up to your propane, and then you have the bumper, spare tire, and the rear observation camera there too as well, so that way you can see what's going on behind you with some distance markers. It even has a one-way radio if you get the radio basically, if you get the Furrion S Vision, which is what I recommend. You have ladders to get on top of the roof to check your seals, check your slides. And then you also have your city water connection, low point drains, outside shower, and then your washer tank will be located right there. That's going to be the storage access to under the bed. You have your waste holding tank right there, so your black and gray, along with another black tank flush. And right there's going to be your other dump for your galley tank. But all right, guys, I think this about wraps up the tour. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2025 Puma 31FKRK, the front kitchen, rear king Puma, baby. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Have a great day. See you. Meow, 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 meow.